What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Thing. Now, here's the thing, right? I never even say it. We call the podcast Here's the Thing, and I barely even say it, unless I say it subconsciously and I don't realize.
Yeah, you suddenly stopped saying it.
Did I? Okay. Here's the thing, though. Here, listen, guys. I want to give you my opinion on Trump, right? Donald Trump. The Donald Trump. The orange guy. Orange man bad. I kind of want to talk about my opinion on him, right? Now, this isn't necessarily relevant, but this is for all the people out there, particularly Republicans, that are looking at me thinking, well, what does Darren believe? What does he think? Is he Republican, conservative? Is he Democrat, liberal? What is he, really? What is his thought on Trump, you know? I didn't vote for Trump back in 2016. Yeah, that's right. I did not vote for Trump back in 2016. Now, mind you, in 2016, I was probably... Josh, how old was I? It was, 5 years ago? I was 20. I was about 20 years old. I just got into politics. I didn't really understand what was going on. You have to understand that as a kid, when you're 16, you don't really get affected by who gets elected. That doesn't really matter to you. When you're 15 and 16, you're talking to Susie Q in math class because she's got a fat ass. You don't really care about the tax rates that Trump or Obama is trying to push because it doesn't affect you. So I wasn't really into politics all that much when I was younger. I didn't vote for anyone in 2016. Not Hillary, not Trump. Didn't vote at all. And I actually didn't even really know that I was Republican back then. I didn't really know the difference between conservative and liberal and Democrat and Republican. I didn't really know the difference between the two, you know what I mean? So I didn't vote. But I did vote for Trump in 2020, but there's a catch to that. I'll tell you what, I vote based off of, again, values. If the president shares one of my values, then yeah, I'll vote for him. Not one of my values, most of my values, yeah, I'll vote for him. And I'm Republican. Period. Registered as Republican. You know, you got a lot of people out there that register as independent. And I feel as though they're not really in touch with how they really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's your opinion on gun control? Like, yo, what's your opinion on freedom of speech? Or are you pro-life or pro-choice? Do you believe in illegal immigration in sanctuary cities and amnesty or not? You know, because those are core values that your president's going to represent. So you got to vote accordingly. And so I voted for Trump based off those principles that I had. I couldn't vote for Biden, especially when Biden's co-signing what's his name? Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. The guy who said, and I quote, hell yeah, we're going to take your ARs and your AKs. Absolutely. End quote. No, dog, I'm sorry. I'm not voting for you. If Biden's supporting you, I'm not voting for Biden. That's easy. Trump gets it easy. That's who you're going to want in control of the Second Amendment. I couldn't vote for Biden because he believed in things I didn't believe in. Now, all these people that hate Trump, that's ridiculous. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this, right? Even though, it's this podcast and I talk about core values and stuff, one of the values of mine that's not political is that I really don't hate anybody. And I know that sounds crazy. Some people don't really believe that or whatever, but I feel like if you love someone, that's as much as you love yourself. I believe the same with hate. You can only hate something or someone as much as you hate yourself. Through my life, I tried to eliminate a lot of hatred that I had. And I don't hate anybody that voted for Biden. I don't hate anybody that voted Democrat. I don't have any vitriol for anyone that voted Democrat at all. If you didn't like Trump, that's on you, and you're American. You had a choice. You know what I'm saying? You made that choice. And that's fine with me. So I don't hate any presidential candidate. Even though I disagree with Biden, I don't hate him at all. I don't want him to die. Like I'm not sinister. I just don't practice hatred. A lot of people, they really hated Trump for what he said on Twitter and all the nasty things he would say. And they're not even actually that nasty. Just we live in such a sensitive time right now. And America's so sensitive right now. If you come out and say something, then people are going to hate you for it. And so he said a lot, and people really hate him for it. But I don't really care how the president talks that much, to be honest. I care about how he represents my values, how he represents the principles that he stands on. Is he going to do what he says he's going to do or not? If he's pro all the things I'm pro, then I'm voting for him. If he's against all the things I'm pro, I'm not voting for him. At the end of the day, I'd love to hang out with Obama. He seems super dope. Wouldn't vote for him. Would never vote for him. At the end of the day, I probably wouldn't hang out with Trump. He doesn't seem that dope, but I'd vote for him because he represents what I represent. He stands for what I stand for. My opinion on Trump right now is that now that he's not the president, I think people should relax. especially the Democratic Party who wants to get involved with what's going on with Trump. Like, nah, man, nah. Why you down with that? You know, Trump's not the president. I highly doubt he'll be the president ever again. So I think we should just kind of leave that and stop talking about him. You know, everything about voter fraud. I think voter irregularities happened, for sure. For sure. I think there's empirical evidence to prove that weird stuff went down when the voting happened. Sure. I'm not denying that at all. But you mean to tell me that it was enough to the point where Biden actually won and Trump didn't? I don't see the evidence for it. And I watch Steven Crowder. I watch some of these Republican channels. I see the evidence they bring forward, and I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying it's not to the extent that you might want it to be. Might not be to the extent to where Biden actually lost. I watched Rudy Giuliani go around with his affidavits and all his witnesses and testify in court. I saw that the shit was it was kangaroo court, Josh.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I saw a bunch of fucking Australians out there with their kangaroo. It was kangaroo court, guys. Look it up. It was silly for him to come out on Twitter talking about I won the election before the results came in. Dog, that's kind of wrong. Like, I voted for Trump. I wanted him to win. But, dog, you got to wait. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait a second. Wait for the votes to get counted. Wait. Can't just jump the gun and talk about I won. You didn't even win yet. Maybe you did, but not yet. So I felt like that was kind of wrong. But then on the other side, I feel like what everybody's trying to get him on, talking about he needs to go to prison, talking about he needs to be barred from being the president again because of what he said about voter fraud, that he somehow initiated the assault on the Capitol building. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And I watched it. I'm not Stevie Wonders. I watched it. You can look it up. He didn't tell people to go there and burn the building down or kill Mike Pence. For people to say that he did is wrong. No, I saw a lot of the people out there that were Trump supporters that didn't like it. There was a lot of Trump supporters that left once things got violent. Once things started to get violent, they were like, dude, I'm out. And I would have been out. And here's a fact for you guys, all you Republicans out there and Democrats. No, mostly for the Democrats, right? I voted for Trump. That doesn't mean I wear a MAGA hat. I voted for Trump. That doesn't mean I'm this Trump-supporting radical. I don't believe in QAnon. But I did vote for him because I'm Republican and I have values that align with his. I don't think he'll win again. If he ran again, I wouldn't vote for him. I didn't like how he handled the Capitol riots. He didn't do anything wrong per se. He never initiated it, and he shouldn't be in prison. Absolutely not. And he shouldn't have been barred from Facebook, and he shouldn't have been barred from Twitter. They should let him get out and have his opinion, for sure, for sure. But at the end of the day, you know, I probably wouldn't vote for him because I don't think he handled that appropriately. And there's another Republican candidate that could give me my values that doesn't orchestrate themselves like that. And so that's my opinion. I think that'll be my opinion from now going forward. I'll see. I'll keep my eye on Trump, see if things change, see what goes on, you know? But right now, I probably wouldn't vote for him. I'd probably vote for a different Republican, but I'm always going to vote Republican. Always. So that's my opinion on Trump, guys, and what happened with the Capitol riots. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the like button. You think I'm wrong? You think Biden's dope? You think Biden's better? Leave a comment down in the section. Honestly. Until next time, guys. See ya.